Hey folks, Tim, welcome back for a little Barndo update. So friends have been asking, we don't see any progress on the Barndo. Well, we've been working really hard, and if you drive by on the street, it really doesn't look like there's been a lot of progress, but we've been totally busting it here. So we had our daughter's party. If you watched the last video with pouring the concrete, we got that all done. But since, let me turn you around here and show you, what we've been up to here. So we finished all the dirt work. This is going to be a patio. So we got the patio all poured, a little stoop here for an entry door into the garage. We poured an apron. So we got a temporary driveway until after the house is done. And then we're going to do like in, 11-foot increments, kind of just chew our way until we get this entire area concreted. This is going to work for now. Our priority is the house. We got an apron. We got this crushed concrete just kind of covering the area where I had excavated, and this was just grass, but we just covered it for now because we'll be digging that out to do the concrete when the time comes. This is just temporary, but it gives us a nice little gravel driveway once it's packed. And I'll take you inside in a sec. We'll show you what we're doing out there, but we've got sod. So we ended up with 6 skids of sod out here. Get everything cleaned up, tightened up. Friends gave us this super cool tree that they acquired. So that's our first major planting, and it's looking good. No more dirt piles on the back of the house, so that's pretty awesome. We got all those dirt piles gone, and we made berms. So there's a berm out front here, and I'll take you around the other side and show you that one. And we've got another privacy berm going on here. So this fall we'll plant shrubs on top of the berm. Not sure what kind yet, but there'll be some sort of a shrub up there to give us a natural barrier. So when we're out here sitting on the patio, beautiful patio, we'll have a nice natural barrier without having to look at, an ugly fence. We filled in holes from the trucks. It's been a lot. We've been really busting it. All this dirt work is a tremendous amount of work, but it's good to get it done. The red clay that we have to deal with down here is absolutely horrible. So now we're starting to frame. So we're gonna start in this corner, and we're gonna start framing some outside walls. So let's go. We're gonna take you along, show you how we're framing this hybrid pole barn structure house. From the outside, it's not gonna look like a Barndominium with steel. We're not gonna have any steel outside. It's all gonna be hardy board and batten and clapboards. So it'll look like a normal house, but the inside, will look like this. So we're gonna show you how we're gonna frame this. We're gonna start in this corner, like I said, and whoop, go on down the front, and might as well utilize the garage for the garage. Keep the cars under cover, at least out of the sun and the weather. All right, let's get to work. We got framing to do. Show you what we're doing here. So for lateral strength, because we're down here right on the water, like the bay is right there, and we get hurricanes. So this thing's being built to at least 155 mile an hour wind rating. So we got a triple 2x6 going across here, and we're going to continue that all the way down till we get to the very end down there, and then we'll have cripples stitching up to the top. And then this section here will be conventionally framed. So we'll put the sill in and all that jazz. But this is all for, if I want to frame this conventional, I had to do this triple 2x6 to give it the, the lateral strength to tie this whole thing together. And then there we've got that triple 2x12 beam for the gable end to give that strength. And then up top, we've got to do some angle wall, basically from side wall up to the roof. So that can't pitch in, but that we still got to do. But right now we're working on this. So what we're doing here, we're just putting these brackets up that the engineer called for, screwing those into the post, and then the first 2x6, and then just stacking them up and nailing them together as we go. So let's just put this one together. And it's only 262 degrees today. And toenailing all of it, toenailing these in as we go into the post. So that's it. That's all we got to do. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to do, and then we can start the sills. So we're gonna keep at it. It's not so bad. It goes pretty quick, really. It's just kind of monotonous. Beams. Now we're going to move on to the sill plates, install the sill plates. Then we can start stitching in the framing. So head up here to the pressure treated and start sills. All right. So we're moving on. We're starting on the sills. So I'll show you over here what we're doing. So pretty simple. We're just bolting this 2x6 down to the slab with a, we have that big haunched footer there. And there's nothing structural here. It's strictly holding up the wall, all the structures, on the posts. But we've got these 5/8 wedge anchors we're pounding in, 32 inches on center. And then of course here it'll be nailed and screwed and bolted to the post. So we're working on this one. This is gonna be the last one for the day. And then we gotta load up the Mini X. We're all set with that machine. So we're gonna put that back on the trailer, get that back to work. So let's get this last sill down and call it quits for tonight. So these are the wedge anchors that we gotta install in here. So we'll hammer drill these in, pound them in, tighten them up. Then we gotta come back and put a square washer, big old like a 2-inch square washer. But I neglected to pick those up, so I say I go grab them tomorrow. The trick with these wedge anchors is you want to make sure you drill super deep. this, it doesn't matter. You're only going to go in as far as you put the nut, and then you want to, crank her over the daylights out of it. That's it. Let's pull that up that line. Never. All right. So that'll do it. So we got to wrap it up for tonight. Like I said, we're going to go load that machine. All right, let's go. Whew, it's getting hot. Oh, it is hot. It's been hot. It's just hot. Well, guys, we're still at it framing. Update time. So after we left off, we continued framing away here. And we've been at it. It's been like 7,000 degrees. We did our road trip. You might have seen the videos. You might not have yet. I don't know which one's going to come out first, because I've got like so much footage to go through from our road trip. I think there's like 200 videos that I'm trying to put in a 20-minute long, 30-minute long road trip video. So you may see this first. I don't know, but whatever. Here we are. So we're framing. I'll show you what we've done. So like we were talking about before, we had framed this triple beam up top that the engineer called for the lateral support. Well, I had ordered, I forget now, like 600 2x6 by 8s to frame it up like we did the end wall. Well, genius me, it was like 6 inches too short. So I had a brainstorm. I'm like, you know what? I've got all of these 2x8s left over that we had for the forms. So I took these 2x8s up here, bring it a little closer. So there's a 2x8 double header underneath that triple plate on the top. So that's what I did. Use the scrap lumber. Then we got our double top plate like a normal wall, and then framed in. And then we were good with all the 8-foot studs that I had. Because I didn't want to call the lumberyard and say, hey, all those 8-footers, we need 10s. And we had this lumber here anyway, so the only thing I had to buy was I bought 6 of them to do this section. And then this last section down here, we'll take them and we'll do the conventional frame for the rest of it. But it works. We've got all this side done, little bathroom over there. So that'll be the bathroom. So we got a light above the tub. That was gonna be a 4-footer, but there's that big 8x8 kind of thing in the way. Bathroom window, bathroom, bedroom, living room, front door. Pretty exciting. Let's get back. So I'm gonna take you over here and I'll show you how we're framing this wall. Standard construction, super easy. And again, here you can see it a little bit better. Triple top plate, header. And then after, once this is all closed in, I gotta put the cripples in way up there, all the way around still. So that's this weekend project. So get that done. And then I'm gonna put little blockaronis in there to fill that space in, front to back. I don't think this building really is gonna go anywhere. So we're gonna frame this wall in, and then this weekend, I'm gonna open you up. This weekend up here, before we sheathe the house, I gotta do 45-degree angles every 2 feet up there to brace that gable end wall up to the roof to give that a little more structural support from both sides, way down yonder. So let's dig in. Let's do a little framing. We'll frame up a little wall together, and then we'll head on down. So I got the bottom laid out. Got to lay out the top, and I'll show you how I've been going about doing this. Timmy the Carpentier, French carpenter. Bear's helping, of course. Right, Bear? You're helping, buddy? You gonna say hi? Yeah, all right, buddy. He just wants to say hi. Yeah, okay. So what I did is I got all the pieces, if I don't break my neck. I got all the pieces for the window. Well, I shouldn't say all of them. I got a few pieces cut, but I have the bottom sill plates and then the top sill that I'm using. You'll see, I'll show you what I'm doing here in a sec. But I got the first few cut. We'll get this one. And I'll show you just how I'm stitching these walls together. I found that this method, you know, it works pretty well. I'll get the sill down first, the sill, the pressure treated sill first. Then we got a 2x6. And then I put a couple of jacks in under each side, even though it's not really holding any weight. Put 2 jacks, and then build it in from there. So we got a window right here. There'll be another one over there. So we're gonna put these couple studs in, and we'll start framing the window. Kind of show you how I'm doing this. It seems to be working pretty well. Had a few at a time, and I got my partner Hans today. He hasn't mouthed off to me yet, so that's good. We're just gonna get these in, and hopefully they're the right height. Whoa, that was a good one. I like giving the ones that are in the, tight in the corner a couple extra pepperonis there. There, he's going to show who's boss once in a while. And then it comes back and hurts me. This other guy. And then for the extra cheat, we just set one on the bottom for now. Give us our spacing. Boom. There's our window hole. So now the rough opening for these are 66 inches. I'm just gonna measure down our 66. Oh. Get our measurement for our cripples. So 22 3/4 less 3. We'll go cut some cripples. We got all our cripples cut here. Put one on each side. This is just the Timmy technique.
Because all the wood you get now, it's like bananas. And I find that I don't like this southern yellow pine. When we built houses up north, it was always Doug fir, and it seems to be a little nicer than this southern yellow pine stuff. Guys, well, I think we're running out of daylight, so I think this is gonna kind of where we end it tonight. Actually, let's close out this video for now. We will catch you on the next one when we're putting plywood on. So we're gonna have a whole party here. So we're gonna get a bunch of friends over, and we're gonna try to completely enclose this thing in one day, all the plywood and house wrap. So if I get 4 or 5 guys over here, it should be no problem. Straightforward, boom, 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 and we'll have it all stitched in and closed in, then it'll really look like a house. So yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate you watching our journey here, building our barndo by ourselves for the most part now. And we're just plugging away at it the best we can with all the obstacles we've been thrown at us lately. But I think this looks pretty good. So this will be a bedroom. Boom, boom, those two are in a bedroom. There's a wall right there. And then it starts the next bedroom. So it's coming along. You ready for the house, Bear? Yeah, Bear is too. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, all that good jazz. We will see you on the next one. Y'all take care. Bye.